great tune. What's going on, everybody? Good morning, happy Sunday fun day. Right on, man. Don the General, what's happening? Good morning, man. Me Dibble, good afternoon. And Konaman, how are you? Good morning. Good day. I made it. I just made it, didn't I? That's 8:20, so not too shabby after doing a 10-minute counter. So we're gonna nail down that 8 a.m. Sunday morning. That's when I'm gonna start the week of streaming, and then we'll go to 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So that's the deal, yo. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, man, good stuff. Whew, yeah, I barely made it though. Barely. Very cool, man. Everything looks good. I didn't get a chance to look at myself in the mirror yet, so I hope I look okay, but it's okay as usual. Oh man, cool. So yeah, today I would leave it a little bit open to the chat. There was some questions that came in during my live stream from site yesterday. So a couple new guys. So if you're new and you're watching, make sure you put your questions in the chat, all right? Or leave them in below in the comments if you're catching a replay, by chance. Just leave your questions in the chats or the comments, I'm sorry, and put them in the chat here live, and we'll answer them live here. I'm going to be talking about the metal stud, my trade, metal stud framing, drywall, tools, equipment, material, things that we use, just to answer a couple of those questions, and to just have a bit of a cool, casual type of stream, and explore a little bit into a trade that you might not necessarily even know yourself. Today I probably am. Yeah, right on, Codeman. Excuse me. Sorry. That's exactly how I feel about it. Why does it do that, I wonder? It stops. It's really annoying. Or is it still playing? But it's not coming through. Weird. That is so strange. I wonder what's going on there. So yeah, it doesn't matter. I still look scary. That's good. Right on. So yeah, I might go in for a bit. I got some stuff to finish up there. I think what I'm gonna do is finish it up myself. I don't know, like. There's only a little bit of stuff to do over there, right? There's the main floor. I don't know if there's any lids. I think I might need them for lids though on the main floor. So, darn it, man, I missed that, man. I just put the drywall on. Yeah, I don't tape it. I'm not a taper. I just do the framing and drywall part. I'll build the walls, but I don't finish them, right? So yeah, I can paint, right? But I'm not a taper, that's for sure. I definitely would say if you want to learn taping, you got to go to Parapet Drywall too, boys. Because yeah, he's the master. He's the master of taping the drywall. I don't know what my audio is at, but it's distracting me already, so I can't listen to the music on Sunday morning. It just distracts me too much. Anyone can paint? I don't know about that. I don't know if I'd say that. There's definitely people that should not be around a paintbrush. Oh, crapola. I forgot something. 1 second. Of course I forgot something. Something very, very important. Alright. La 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 la. La 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 la. Alrighty. So, Yeah, boys, that's the plan for today. Okay, that's the plan. So Don the General partied a little hearty last night, eh?
Hail to the king, baby.
Partied a little hearty last night. And is hung over. So, yeah, buddy. Hope you can sit back and relax a little bit and get unhung over, dude. So, the trick to painting is don't rush. Yeah, that's a big part of it. The cleaner, be clean and don't rush. You're right. Take your time and be clean about it, right? You got to be clean about it. I know, you got to... I can't stress that enough. When I'm painting, I always have, like, you know, I got rags over out to wipe up and clean things if I you know, paint over or brush or something while it's wet. I can just wipe it down. Yeah. So, and brush strokes, like brush strokes are important to me too. I like to keep them nice looking, you know. Sometimes people want you to brush on the paint, and especially when you're doing like exteriors and stuff, right? But yeah, you gotta be good with brush strokes. Okay, you can't. Anyone can paint well. Yeah, I guess anyone can do almost anything, but they can't do it. Doing it well is a different story, right? So yeah. That is true, man. Fuck. Not that. I mean, duck. I got a lot of notes. I go over. Holy cow, man! Like just tons and tons of them. Wow. Like these are overflowing with notes inside and out. Like, whoa. That's how far behind I work on this stuff, and I am. Like, there's just so much to do. So I gotta catch up. I might go over this list today. 'Cause yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be off for a little bit longer. It looks like. So once I finish up this portion of the work, I'll be back to. I'm gonna start working on the website, guys. But the book and the website, those are the big two things. So. Taping off is the rough part. Yeah. Taping off. Yep, you got to be really patient with taping it off. The paint thing. That's the thing with painting is you have to have patience, and you need to be, find calm, patient, and you need to focus, right? You need to prep properly and all that. So. That's why I'm not a good painter, right? Like, I mean, I'm a good painter. I know how to paint, but to do it long time, full time, it was not for me, because I'm too. Let's go, That's why drywall's perfect. Steel stud and drywall, slam, bang, smash, bang, smash, crash, right? Like, I can just beat the hell out of everything, and it doesn't matter, right? I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't beat the hell out of my drywall. You don't see marks on my drywall, but you get it. I can be rough with it, right? Hey, Leon Luck TV 18, what's up, man? How's things going, buddy? How's your build going? How's that? I saw you drywalled it. That's cool, dude. That's cool. Looking good, man. Looking good. We should like to see another update, too, when it's taped. So cool, man. I would love to be able to get back into some older projects that I've done, and get them on, like just kind of go over like the build to show you the finished products. And I got lots of pictures too of all these jobs from behind the scenes, so that could be cool. Yeah. I think I know that. Yeah. Koneman's a good painter, eh? Right. I think I remember that. Koneman, the miniature skeleton head. That was really dope, man. That was really dope. Yeah, dude. Getting her done, son. Yeah. Tried going to the website. It says for sale. That's too funny. No, constructioncronies.com is not for sale. I own it. right? So it's not posted yet. Like I haven't published it, but I own that URL. It's actually constructioncronies.com. Yeah, and looks like it shows me. I just haven't connected it yet. So yeah, wix.com. So yeah, I just need to build my website and upload it, dude. That's it, right? To my URL here. So yeah, I want to take care of build all my own stuff, my own website and things like that, because I don't want to be paying the monthly fees for these stupid, you know, these editors and stuff that they have. Yeah, skylights are fun. Yeah. Let's get to it too, eh? This is Bailey Metal Products, of course. We know them. Oh shoot. Oh yeah, skylights. Yeah, skylights are fun. I did this job, and it was a huge job, and I've shown the guys pictures before, but this is one of those ones I was just talking about. Like I'd like to go back into and actually film it. It's amazing. There's 3 light wells and 2 big atriums, and this took me 9 months to do. To do all of them. Okay, I had to go up and do we did the ceiling. It was a special detail for the ceilings, and it was incredible. But yeah, it was huge, like massive, right? They had these. It was a bulkhead, and then a T-bar ceiling, and then it dropped down. It was this wood paneling. It was amazing, absolutely incredible. And then the walls coming down, right, were this funky design, and you had to build the troughs and all that for all of the heating to go in, right? Oh, it was crazy cool. It was really cool. Huge, massive job. So yeah, that's one I'd like to get back in and film. Yeah, that was a fun job. 9 months it took. I think I went through, it was like 6 different partners. I had 6 different guys working with me on that job, and yeah, it was crazy. I went through a lot of guys, but yeah, it was fun. We just have to get all the way up to the top of the scaffolding, and you're up there all day, and barely anyone ever came to see you. It was wild. It was wild. Alright, so builder can't seem to get full-size drywall at the moment over here. My brother just have new ceiling put up, and the drywall board were 4x3. What? What? 4x3? That's not even a size. Okay, look at this. Hold on here. Hold on. Okay. Hold the show. Pause. Music. Turn that off. Alright, we gotta get serious here for a second. Alright, so 4x3. Interesting, right? Interesting. So, builder can't seem to get full-size drywall at the moment over here. My brother just had new ceiling put up, and the drywall board were 4x3. What? Okay, I don't understand that, because the minimum size should be 4x8, right? 4x8. So is that maybe, or you can't even get that? I gotta Google this. I have to get this. Where? Let's see if there's anything on news about it. Oh, look at this. Here's a good one. Here's a good one. Drywall versus sheetrock. Do you know the real difference? Let's check this out. And then I need to figure out I didn't find anything coming up about it. Me demo about the drywall. Interesting. All right. Plasterboard. Yeah, it doesn't say anything here. All right, what's going on? on with... do you guys call it drywall? Alright, coronavirus, British gypsum. Alright, oh here, look at this. So, okay. So a message from Matt Pullen, Managing Director of British Gypsum in relation to pandemic restrictions and product availability. So this is September 23rd. The latest government restrictions will have no direct impact on our business operations. We continue to operate at maximum capacity, to support the construction industry, provide protection for our customers and colleagues' livelihoods, and play a part in the recovery of the UK economy. So plaster availability, our plaster manufacturing plants continue to operate consistently at maximum capacity or capability, We have no planned shutdowns or refurbishments of our plaster manufacturing facilities scheduled so that we can continue to maximize plaster output to the thousands of loyal Thistle plaster users, I don't know. So I'm trying to find something exactly related to it, like an article or something. Okay. Plasterboard shortage shite. Okay, here, I found something. Okay. Oh, come on. Buggers. Okay. So, UK plaster shortage leaving builders and DIY fans frustrated. Lack of production and a rise in people taking on projects at home during lockdown. Yeah, right. So a rise in people taking on projects at home during the lockdown is thought to be behind the shortage. That's interesting because it's so true. It's so true because like the eco stations, like the home supply stores, they were getting like hit hard, man. Like there's just busy during this time. It's gonna be, and it's crazy. Like, I think too, the more that we are forced to stay at home, and more people will be working from home now, the DIY market, like the home DIY stuff, is gonna be huge, right? People are gonna be building their offices and studios at home, right? Just like I'm doing right now, right? I'm gonna have my office and my studio is all gonna be right here where I live, right? It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna be able to take care of my kids better, like I'm gonna, it's just more convenient, right? Like it's awesome, man. It's awesome that we don't need to travel to work. We really these days, it's like this time and this day and age is amazing, absolutely amazing. So, all right, anyways, back to the article. Builders and DIY enthusiasts say plaster has become like gold dust. Ever since the UK went into lockdown, with some bags selling for nearly triple the normal price. Building supplier Mark Roberts from Middleton, Greater Manchester, said it's been a nightmare. Everyone is asking for it. It's like gold dust. People are flogging it for ridiculous prices. One of my mates paid £20 a bag. Whoa. Yeah, usually £7, right? Yeah, that's insane. A quick scan on eBay shows one seller advertising 5 bags of plaster for £105. Holy cow. Mark thinks one of the cause of the shortage is a lack of production, he said. So this is the actual plaster and like the mud, I'm guessing, right? The mix for that. But wow. So panic buying worsens industry-wide plaster shortage. Here, this is a good way to start. So this is great. So 11 materials, products, and services in most short supply. All right, so plasterboard is number 1 on the list. Wow, wow. There is presently little to no UK manufacturer of plasterboard, with major supplier British Gypsum. That's the page. That's the website we were just on. So closed at least. Will be closed until at least the 22nd of April. So this might be a little bit older. So this is April, right. So they're back in action, but literally though, bricks, mortar, distribution, internal doors, steel lintels. That's interesting. Hard landscaping, PPE. That should be. I thought PPE would actually be higher on the list, but it's all the way down here, number 8. People value plasterboard more than they do their PPE. That's a strange day. Concrete and aggregates, labor agencies, and internet connection. Interesting. Yeah. That's crazy. I'm glad I upgraded my internet connection and everything like that, and I got all my streaming and computer equipment basically bought before the pandemic, so I was ready to go when everything shut down. That was just great timing. So I am just particularly I really enjoy working for the guys that we're working for. Like, I do like the guys, right? I need some change. I think I need to change it up. I'm feeling like the drywall is like, I learned so much about drywalling. It's incredible. The past year drywalling these units, and doing it a different way for so long, it really taught me a lot about the trade, and working on wood too full time like that. I wasn't like, I've drywalled houses before. I've sheeted houses or whatever before, but that's not my main thing, right? My main gig is always commercial, right? We stand up our sheets in commercial, for fire code reasons as well. The steel stud needs you to stand up your sheets, right? And you stagger your bevel joints on either side, like, on either side of the wall, and it gives it that strength. And then yeah, but I need a change. I need a change. I mean, I really enjoy working outside, and I'd hate to say it, but I think I'm gonna try to get Big A and I outside for the winter, back onto a scissor lift and boom lifts or whatever. He hasn't driven them before. Oh yeah, I started to show him the scissor lift at the Can West job. So but if I could get him up on the lift and the start training him on the boom lift even, and I think it would be more interesting to document framing through the winter as well in Alberta, so that is kind of my goal, is to document what it's like for us to do this work through the winter. Okay. And then of course show you how I do it and how I survive. Plus how to build show you what we're building as well. Right. But yeah, so that's my approach. There's a lot of things that we can benefit and do by working together with my buddy here on this. If he's up for it, we could definitely, get some steel stud done this winter, right? Yeah, Zaphael, right? Everybody likes working outside until the weather, right? That's right. Well, how's it going, dude? How's it going, bro? Good to see you, man. That's good to see you. Okay, so you can build a wall without PPE, but you can't without plasterboard. Yeah, this is true. All right, yeah. So I got you there, me Deb. I got you there. So the snow here it's cold. It gets really cold. Okay. Let me show you what hold on here. Let me show you. Come on, man. All right. Let's show you a couple of things here. So in Edmonton, the summers are long, comfortable, and partly cloudy, and the winters are freezing, snowy, windy, and mostly cloudy. Over the course of the year, the temperature typically varies from 6 degrees Fahrenheit to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, and is rarely below minus 16 degrees Fahrenheit or above 84. So, in English, we get like we can get up to like minus 40. Okay, here. Okay, that's a possibility. Not often, but it can get cold. You'll get cold snaps at minus 30 for weeks. And the wind and all that, it makes it cold, man. It makes it cold. The wind is the enemy there, right? Because it could be cold and sunny and nice, actually enjoyable to work in. It's when it starts to get windy and dark is when it's miserable, right? Like right now, we're already at daylight savings time. You know, I hope we do get rid of daylight savings time, and I think it's time that everybody be working on the same hour with everything globalization. Everyone's trading and working to get everybody daylight savings time and time. All that stuff. It doesn't make sense anymore. You know, we should unify the time, right? Because yeah, it's just falling back. The morning, I'm a morning person, right? I like the mornings, and I don't like the dark when it's dark. You know, it's just awful. It's awful. Hey, how's it going, Paul? Pack in the house. What's up, buddy? Very cool, man. We are just talking about you, actually. About how I'm not taper whatsoever, and that if anybody needs to learn taping, they have to go see you, right? So how's it going, bro? Right on, man. Man, you guys in Florida have such nice weather. I was like, Courtney and I were like, what? We're so unlucky, you know. Like we got the shitty end, the crappy end of the stick. You know, we got to live in this dump, right? When there's like, you know, it could have been anywhere in the world, you know, Spain or Italy or, you know, even South America, you know, somewhere nice and warm, you know. Nope, got this dumpy, dark, cold, wet snow crap, you know. It's good snow's fun when you're a kid because you can play in it and go skiing and snowboarding pretty much whenever you want, but as an adult, it's not fun anymore. You know, it's like something you would do to go somewhere on vacation and, you know, and then leave the snow behind. That makes sense to me, right? So, okay, so what I've been saying here is we used to get cold down here now. Canada doesn't export cold weather down to Florida anymore. Bad Canada. Right on. Yeah, that's too funny. That's too funny. And my folks, and all their buddies, like all their friends, all that, they all go to the Florida for winter. You know, they don't stick around Canada in the winter. They go to Florida. You know, they go somewhere warm, and that is the Canadian dream. Okay, to be able to live here in the nice months and go and live somewhere nice for the winters. Okay, that is the Canadian dream, right? This is a beautiful country. It's a great place to live, you know. But the winters are really, you know, they just awful, right? Oh, great, Paul. That is excellent. Cool. Very excellent. I appreciate that. So Paul will come on the show, guys. And awesome, dude. Awesome. So that is great. So we have Paul Peck and Mountain Rain confirmed. Right on. We'll just pick a date. We'll figure it out. And and do it, man. Oh, and I think Jason too. We'll get Jason back on, and anyone who wants to jump on. I mean, we can maybe have an open thing one night, if you guys want. But yeah, we'll get these scheduled because I want to promote it, give it, for at least a week in advance, so that we hype it up a bit. And yeah, that'd be great, man. That'd be so great. Cool. Yeah, Canada can keep its tariffs on cold weather, right? That's awesome. Yeah, it's awful cold, right? And so yeah, you can just imagine, right? I don't need to get into those types of details, but yeah, like super cool. Yeah, that would be the dream. So have his people call your people. Yeah, I'll have my people call your people. Yeah. Right on. That's awesome, man.
I'm Batman.
Right on. That's cool. So, yeah, dudes, that's really awesome. I can reach out to Paul and I can reach out to you on Twitter. I'm sure. I think that's probably a good spot. Hey, Eva, how are you? Welcome. How are you? Good morning. No. So, Don the General, this is the kind of the thing, okay? So, do a lot of things shut down for winter? Okay. So, what happens is if you excuse me, if you can't get the groundwork done before the snow, then you're hooped, right? You can't you're basically, you just can't Jesus, I don't even know what that says. Oh, that's too funny. Okay. Oh shoot, man! No, you lost me. You made me lose my train of thought. That's too funny, man. What was I gonna say? Jesus Christ. Okay. So me and Dave's had to step away because he needed coffee. We got Lola Jade here. So yeah. Okay. Oh, too funny, man. Okay. I got it. Okay, I lost my train of thought, man. That's too funny, guy. Yeah, winter. All right. So yeah, if you don't get your groundwork done in time, the ground obviously is going to harden, and you can't do it. But nothing other than that, nothing shuts down. There is nothing you can't do in the winter that you do in the summertime. Basically, even groundwork, because there are systems where they run hot water or glycol through like these hoses, right? And they melt and they keep the ground warm and soft, right? So there's ways to go around heating it. Okay, the winter is different in the fact that it brings on, to me, what I hate. This is what I hate the most about working on inside a building. Okay, is then hoarding comes up, all the way around the building gets covered, right? So that they blow heater inside because there's no internal heating system, right? You have to bring in heaters like the sound big propane heaters, right? Or I've seen glycol heaters as well, right? Which are really, really cool machines as well. But they're bigger, right? So yeah, the project needs to be heated somehow, right? So the contractors who are planning to work over the winter have to budget for that in their bids, right? But yeah, and then so and the whole building's hoarded in, you can imagine there's no sunlight coming in, and it's like you're just in a cage all day, right? And the dust and the dirt, everything is inside. There's no airflow, right? It's awful. I hate being stuck inside a job in the winter. These condo buildings were great though in the winter. We didn't have that issue because everything, all the siding is on and the paper's on and the roof's on, the windows are in. That was kind of nice in the winter. A little bit chilly, but once you get once you get going and drywalling 5/8 all day, you're especially doing the 12-foot 5/8 lids double layer all day, you start peeling off your layers, right? So also too, tape, right? Tape in the winter. Paul, you would probably really, because you have a fairly consistent weather, I guess. Like how does your weather affect the taping? Like does the hot heat and humidity affect it, where you have to dry it and cool it at all? Because I know here we have to heat it, and the tapers like it hot, okay? So they're like when it's at that stage, you don't want to be in that you don't want to be in that wing where they're taping in the winter, because the heat, right? It's like, I don't know how they do it. I couldn't stand being in that heat all day. Because if you don't, it's not going to dry properly. It's going to look like it does some weird things, like you see like craters and bubbles and stuff will form, and it'll crack, and yeah, it's not good. So you need to have okay. So what R rating do you use for insulation? So the R rating is determined by the wall thickness. Okay, Don. So if you're doing 3 5/8, it's or 2x4 or whatever, it's R20, or no, sorry, R12. My bad. The 6-inch is R20. Okay, and then if you're using Roxol or mineral wool, that R rating will go up to 22.5, for example. So the R value is always determined by your wall thickness, because you don't put 3.5-inch insulation in a 6-inch wall, right? You don't. So that's how you know what R value to use. So yeah, that's right. So even in the extreme heat and humidity, right there, you need to control your environment, the temperature for the taping. That is the hard part. I think, right? Like not to mention the finesse of taping, right? But yeah, you got to be aware of that. So for steel stud and drywall, what do we care about the weather? It doesn't matter, right? We could do it in any weather. I've done it in every weather, it's minus natural disasters, right? F all. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. How's the fam today anyway? How's Conan been doing? How are you feeling now, buddy? And how's the fam doing? Just put it on thick, 1 inch at a time. It'll dry eventually. Oh man. Hey Sammy, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. All right, so check this out. So if you're planning on doing a remodeling project this year, there's a good chance that drywall or sheetrock is going to be involved. All right, so what's the difference between drywall and sheetrock? First and foremost, sheetrock is a brand of drywall, not a different kind of building material. It's like saying Clorox is a type of bleach. Put it a bit differently, right? Drywall and sheetrock are really the same thing. Drywall is a panel made of gypsum plaster pressed between two thick sheets of paper. Sheetrock is a brand of drywall patented by the U.S. Gypsum Company. Both are used to make walls and ceilings. All right. So that there is a slight difference in my opinion, okay? Because, well, it might not be a difference as much as it is differences in brands. Sheetrock, I don't like sheetrock. I just don't like it. It's a weird product, okay? I mean, it's made for wood framing, okay? It's not made for steel stud. So right off the bat, it's limited in my opinion, okay? There's the Certainty drywall, or the BP drywall, we'll say, that uses some sort of synthetic gypsum, okay, or adds some synthetic something, okay, fiber or whatever to the gypsum, all right, and it makes it a different color. Okay, sheetrock is white, okay, white. The nice drywall, the good stuff, is a little gray, okay, it's gray, and you can tell the differences in many ways, and how the sheet scores and breaks and everything. Even when you shave it, you can tell the differences. The biggest difference is in the screwing. Okay, is in the screwing. The the bevels and sheetrock on steel stud, on light gauge steel stud, no man, they do not like each other. So this is a problem, okay? You need to be aware of this if you're ordering drywall for steel stud, okay? Because the sheetrock itself, it's the weirdest thing. I don't understand, but in the bevels, okay? So the seam, they strip out. They strip out. Okay, you need to actually screw. You have to, in the field it goes in, or you got to go to the end of the bevel, which is impossible when you're landing on a stud. All right, or unless you're doing lay down, but it's true. Okay, don't order sheetrock for steel stud. Oh man, I dreaded when trucks would show up with pallets of sheetrock, you know, on a steel stud job. I'm like, oh my god, I'm out of here. See ya. You know. You absolutely despise the lightweight drywall. Interesting. So, and I think that could be because of the material. So, lightweight drywall. I'm trying to remember if it's like 33% lighter. I as a piece worker installer, I like it. That's for sure. But I wonder what like does it change the way, like, does it change anything for you at the taping stage? But I haven't had a whole lot of experience with it, unfortunately. And the experience that I have had with it, it's usually in residential, the sheets, though, in residential jobs. That's when you get the ultralight. But yeah, I don't, we don't really get it too often. I haven't used it too much, so I don't have a lot of experience with it, to tell you the truth there, Paul. You know, and it's kind of funny because, like, it would be mint on the jobs that we're on. It would be mint, and I think what I heard anyways, all drywall will eventually be going to this lightweight standard. So, right, it doesn't, that makes sense, right? But if there is, the tapered edges are all waxed. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so I did notice something about that. They're a little more rigid, right? So that they feel differently. They totally feel differently. So yeah. Okay, so they're all whacked, eh? Okay. So maybe because I could never understand why they have it, right? Why would they have lightweight drywall and heavy drywall when if it does the same thing and this is lighter? Why isn't everything this weight, right? I can't get my head around that. So there's still pros to this. So, right, so pros of lightweight: so you can use on walls and ceilings where codes do not require fire rated material. So hold on here. So ultralight drywall is not fire rated then, so you can't get ultralight type X, because then that also makes sense. That also makes sense, right, to me, because why there would be still two kinds. So use on ceilings with studs up to 24 inches in center. Easy installation on steel stud, possibly improved score and snap, more environmentally friendly, may contribute to leads. So that's good, right? I mean, these are kind of really weak pros, if you ask me, very weak, but there's some. Okay, the weight difference is the pro. Okay, the weight, they're lighter. They're like 33% lighter. That's the pro. Okay, that's the big pro. So cons, so increased sound transmission, so no, that's not good. Slight increase in brittleness, easier edge breakage, possibly more difficult to score and snap, higher cost. Okay, well, yeah. Nope, no fire rated. Hey, so you can't get ultralight type X. So now that makes sense, because everything we use is fire rated. So that's why we don't get to use it. Because, yeah, everything I do is fire rated. So even if it's not, they still order type X for it. Everything's type X. You know what I mean? Everything's fire rated board. So Mold resistance drywall is great. We call it blue board or aqua board, and it's great. It should be used in bathrooms and even in kitchens, man. But anywhere you'll have humidity, right? Or like moisture, like from like showers and things like that, or whatever, or steam, right? Steam, you should use aqua board, right? Mold resistance board. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Green board, right? That's another one. Green board, blue board. Sometimes, more nail pops too, do they? Okay. Yeah, they're saying it's a little more brittle, so it's weaker. Yeah, that's no good. You can't have that. Oh. Oh. Hold on here. Sorry. All right, sorry. Hold on here. Pause. I think my music's still going there. Hey, anyways. Okay, so all right, what's this here? So, what is green board? Green board is a water-resistant gypsum board or drywall panel that came out in the 1960s. The product is essentially a more durable gypsum board. It has the same gypsum core that you'll find on standard drywall all over homes, but it comes with a thicker coating of paper that's protected by wax for water resistance. The exterior paper has a green tint to it, helping to separate it from the standard gypsum board and leading to the product being known by most people as green board. So yeah, green board, blue board, because it'll come green, blue, right? So there's more air in the lightweight drywall, which makes it lighter and weaker. Okay. All right. Brief lightweight lightweight half-inch drywall for sale. First came to market in 2010, relieving installers from the weight of standard drywall and other wall boards. The first developer of lightweight drywall, United States Gypsum Corporation, gave it the brand name Sheetrock Ultralight. Yeah. It didn't take long for other gypsum board developers to conform to the new pattern, creating their products. In 2012, USG also announced that they would also start making a 5/8 lightweight drywall that would no longer have the fire rating most commonly associated with the thicker option. Shite! Oh, man. So that, yeah, not having the same, it is what it is, right? Like, so labor, ease of use, that's the big pro. So type X versus non-type X. So you just want to make sure if you're going to buy this lightweight drywall that you're up to spec. Okay, you're up to spec. The wall that you're building is up to spec, right? And that meaning if it needs to be sound rated or fire rated or whatever you want it to be rated for, because if you're just building it for yourself, right? You get the right stuff. You might need to get 5/8 lightweight. Or half-inch standard, right? Like to do the same thing, and you can weigh your options, your supply and all that, right? Price. So, but yeah, what do I think of the blue board and the green board? It's great. Yeah, there's also another board that I'll show you guys right now. This is. Let's see here. So is this right? So Den's armor is awesome. Okay, now I love this stuff. Is a great product. It's a real hard pain in the bum to work with as an installer in the field. But if I was doing my home, I would use this, right? The Dens Armor Plus, right? A mold resistant interior gypsum wallboard. So Dens Armor Plus interior panels, which feature fiberglass mats instead of the paper facings used on the surface of traditional gypsum board product. Resists mold growth. They're ideal for areas prone to high humidity, such as basements and residential bathrooms, and are ideal for commercial pre-rock installations. They are designed for direct attachment with screw or nails to wood and metal framing or existing surfaces. There's a different way to screw these in than the normal way. You don't want the heads to break the paper, obviously, and you don't want the heads to break the paper on normal drywall either. But because of that, you don't countersink your screws all the way in with this type of board. Oh yeah. This would be tough to if you're planning on painting the wall. I wouldn't recommend this, okay? But if you're going tile or something, I would go this way, right? Because I don't know about finishing it, about taping it, about getting it to paint, because it's a really rough finish. Okay, it's a fiberglassy rough finish. And I couldn't imagine having to like tape it. But how does it look? How does that work, Paul? Does it finish nice? I mean, I'm sure you could finish it nice, but it definitely wouldn't be easy for somebody like normal to do it. But yeah. So for your shower surround, okay, I would use it. Okay. If you're doing a built-in shower, okay, you could use this before the Ditra as well. Use Ditra, right? And this, you're mint after that. Okay, this will work with the Ditra. And let me just pop that baby up right there. Itchy, and it's itchy to work with. Yeah, I'm itching thinking about it. Did you see me? I'm itching thinking about it. Okay, so it's a great product though. It is really, and a lot of homes now, let's see here, or hold on here. Let's see here. All right. This is another popular product for two things, right? We're using this now for fire separation, I think. In residential neighborhoods like houses, they're putting this Dens glass in the walls that are like where the houses meet. So they're like your sidewalls basically are all getting this Dens glass now. Commercial jobs are all done by this, okay? And you can only get these in 4x8. That's the only size it comes in, is 4x8 sheet. Half inch to 5/8 is what we use, okay? And mostly half inch. The half inch Dens here will do. It's amazing, the what it'll do compared to normal exterior board. This is completely replaced exterior drywall. This is now the standard, okay? The Dens glass is now the standard. Yeah, so Dens glass sheathing, #1 architecturally specified fiberglass matte gypsum sheeting. Yeah, it's the only one I know. Okay, the GP is the only one I've ever seen. Okay, that's it. Yes, track record spans more than 30 years. Helps add performance and durability to a wide range of fire-rated and non-fire-rated building assemblies. Fiberglass matte face gypsum sheeting for superior mold and moisture resistance compared to paper face sheathings. Provide a rigid substrate for a wide variety of water-resistant barrier systems. It's amazing. So what they do is they'll prime it and blue skin it as well, right? They prime it and blue skin right to it, and that is a great weather seal, man. A great weather seal. Oh man, I'm watching Bob Vila install a mahogany deck right now. His budget must be unlimited, right? It must be a mahogany deck. Are you serious? I want to see that. Hold on here, man. Bob Mahogany. Uh, oh, I don't see it. I don't see it, but that's all right.
Now, the backyard deck on this house is 42 feet across, the whole width of the house.
Bob Vila's cool. Right, I don't know. Man, Bob Vila's been around forever, eh? Yeah, look at that. Wow. What is the best drywall brand? So like I saying, it doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is what I don't like, and that is the sheetrock. Okay, that's the only product I don't like. Other than that, all the other products are pretty much the same. I really like the synthetic stuff. The like sometimes you can get a crappy stock of like the board you're normally used to. It's weird. Sometimes it can come like that sheetrocky style. It's very odd, but it can happen. I don't know. Maybe when their supply is low of the regular stuff. I don't know. But yeah, it's more about not so much the brand of drywall, but what's inside of between the paper that matters to me. Excuse me. And yeah, I for steel stud and the sheetrock is really hard to work with. Really, really tough. Let me show you what so that's what USG, and then certainty. Let's see here. Nope. Excuse me. Right on, man. Right on, me dibs. Right on. Oh. Also, one last thing before I forget about the Dens glass as well, is you can get it for like. They put it on the roof, guys. This is what they use to sheet the roof. Before this stuff goes right on the Q deck, right? So what's gonna happen on an SBS roof, right? Is there's the Q deck, okay, and then like I was talking about parapets. The parapets are all done. Then there will be plywood on the base of the parapet that'll have blue skin, okay, and there'll be a little bit like the plywood will be a little bit further out than the parapet, right? Because there'll be blue skin, because there's going to be more blue skin that overlaps it or whatever, and there'll be plywood on the inside of the parapet, okay? We don't drywall the insides of those. We plywood them, because then and the tops are all plywood as well, right? Sure, we have top steel stud track, but on top of the steel stud track, there's plywood, okay? And the plywoods will form what we call the parapet caps, okay? A lot of times it'll be like a piece of wood that's blocked up on a certain angle, okay? and then that's where the membrane comes down the parapet, right? There'll be sometimes they'll put corner pieces in as well at the where the corner of the parapet meets the plywood and the Q deck. There's corner pieces literally. Here, let me show you. Roofing. Oh, you know what? Let me see if I can find a diagram. So, and then anyway, so then this, the Dens glass or whatever the product that they have for the roof, they will then butt that into the plywood, okay, all the way around the parapets, and then the whole Q deck gets this Dens glass stuff on it, right? So that so that you can membrane it, okay? Then it gets the blue skin over top, right? It's really cool, you know. And then after the blue skin's done, right, they'll go make sure all the drains and all the everything, like all the penetrations are all sealed. Then they'll put the insulation on it, right? The rigid, it'll be a styrofoam, and then yeah, they'll roll out the finish, and you know it's awesome. See if I can find a. Yeah, here we go. Here's some diagrams. Oh man, I don't know if I can get this any bigger. No, shoot. I don't know. I gotta find one that's bigger. But anyways, so. You'll see the Q deck here, right? That'll have the board on it, right? You can get insulation. There's another type of insulation you can get that it's like a foam, like a styrofoam that has some kind of, it has like a black, like a gray top to it, right? So it's kind of the replacement. They'll either use that or the Dens glass and rigid insulation, right? But yeah, this is that foam sheet that I'm talking about. It'll go directly on the deck, on the Q deck, right? And that's that. Let's see here. I wonder. Hold on a second. Modified bitumen roofing. Hold on. Let me see here. System, right? Man, then there's another style. It's called modified bitumen roofing. But yeah, this is again, it's showing this other foam board on this one too. But anyways, yeah, there is a roofing product. Okay. I have ran into Chinese drywall many times. I actually used to do CD inspections when it was in its heyday. Even Lowe's sold it during the drywall shortage. Really? That's insane. I think that yeah. Hold on here. All right, hold on here.
But you can smell it. Chinese drywall. You can't see it or reach out and touch it, but you can smell it. Chinese drywall, it's a hidden danger found in thousands of homes nationwide, many right here in South Florida.
The tainted import has shattered dreams and dwindled, if not erased, life savings. But tonight, there is hope for those who've been affected by the devastating drywall. Hope that their contaminated homes just might finally become the investment, at least partly so, that they were hoping for. Contact 5 investigator Shannon Cake has spent years.
Yeah.
following
Zaphael,
this
yeah.
story, and she tells
Makita, I
us
stay away
why
from
we
drywall
think
projects
it could be
unless
on
I'm
the
drag
way.
kicking and
Michael, we've
screaming.
covered this right from the start, from the very first phone call that came from a retiree in Port St. Lucie, Helen Pinkoski. Tonight, Helen and hundreds of victims just like her could be seeing relief after years of fighting and struggling.
Wow, eh?
I get into my back seat over here.
It's not the way Helen Pinkoski imagined her golden years.
I'm small enough. Okay, what I do is I just get in my car.
At 71 years young, this retiree moved up from Miami, searching for a slower pace in Port St. Lucie.
This is where I chose to come, not knowing what trouble I was going to run into.
You slept in your car.
Yes, I did. I had no choice at that point. Put my pillow in my blanket. Sometimes I'm crying when I'm doing it. And I lay here and all night long.
Helen couldn't stand spending time in her own house. Every penny of her life savings and all of her belongings
Wow.
were here. But she was among the first to start making claims that her new home was
Oh, thanks, Seth.
contaminated by tainted drywall that was made in China.
I dread coming home. Because I know I'm not going to be able
wow.
to do sulfur. It smells like sulfur. It's like rotten eggs, you know, and sometimes so strong it's real toxic. It gets into your throat.
Oh my God.
And there are times
Really?
when it gets so bad in my throat when it's real strong, I get chest pains.
Pinkoski paid a contractor to rip the drywall right out of her home. She found this name on the back, Knopf Tianjin. Tianjin is a province in China, and her lawyers say her drywall was manufactured there.
Oh my God.
Armed with a very limited Chinese vocabulary, the investigators tried calling the Chinese manufacturers.
我有英文翻譯談一談。
The company sent us a statement saying Knopf Tianjin Plasterboard is investing in
Wow.
exhaustive testing to determine what is happening and that sulfur compounds detected in homes do not present a health risk. But here at home, after news reports like this one, senators and members of
Wow.
Congress got involved, inspecting the drywall and holding hearings. Lawsuits were filed, and a federal court ruled in favor of the homeowners, confirming that the drywall was, in fact, leaching sulfur, corroding everything inside, including pipes and wiring. Courts
Wow.
ruled that affected homeowners would have to rip everything out of their homes. The
Wow.
drywall, all of the wiring, AC
That's what you're just
units, all
saying,
of
eh,
the
Paul?
electrical devices, it all was tainted. It all had to go. Since then, Knopf has agreed to remediate some of the homes affected. However, today,
some, yeah.
another business in the supply chain, the distributor for much of the Chinese drywall that was placed in homes throughout this state, is now saying it will pay out too to settle claims like Helen Pinkoski's and many, many others as well.
Wow. Wow, that's
On the
insane.
Foreclosure Tours R Us bus, scoping out Cape Coral, Florida, realtor Mark Joseph, showcasing bargains aplenty. Houses marked down 40%,
Wow.
marked down 50%, 60%, almost 70%
Wow.
off their last recorded selling price.
Wow.
Guys, you cannot build this house for $64,900. It's 33 cents on the last sales price.
There is, however, a
Wow.
potential catch. A hidden surprise that could add $100,000 to
Yeah.
the purchase price. And that suggests how careful bargain hunters need to be. Investor
So, yeah, right.
Candace Goon.
One second here.
Every time I see a build date of 2006, I'm concerned about Chinese drywall.
At the height of the building boom, contractors in the South ran out of U.S. and Canadian
That's
drywall.
dangerous.
All they could get quickly, drywall from China.
And this is something that in our area, you would get a home inspection and actually a guy certified to do Chinese wall inspections.
What is the problem with Chinese drywall?
There's a large health issue because the chemical that was in that drywall.
A chemical that causes emission of often dangerously high levels of hydrogen sulfide gas.
Sometimes you
Oh,
can walk
that's
into a
the.
home and you can instantly, like, you start choking.
Toxic to lungs,
Wow.
other organs, and to the guts of a house. Hydrogen sulfide corrodes metal, even plastic.
There is a chemical in the drywall that actually deteriorates the wires, it deteriorates the condenser coils, all your copper lines in your wall.
That's crazy. Like, wow. Wow. So, okay, this just blows my mind. How does that get through testing and inspection and onto the walls? Like, if you could smell it, like, you should be able to smell it on the truck in the pallets. Like, what did the What did the storage house where the drywall was being stored smell like? Right? Like, you would have known something was wrong, right? Before it got to somebody's home. I'm sure, right? Am I wrong about that? Yeah. And that's crazy, right? Like, that I know that boom. That's when I moved out west. We had the same big building boom here in Alberta, and that's when I moved out here. It was in 2005, and man, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you didn't know what was coming onto site because you would have trucks after trucks of sheetrock on these steel stud jobs. And I was like, what the heck is going on here? Like, you know, and then like it starts so it starts off gassing over time, okay, and it gets through testing by bribery. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised it made it into it made it onto the walls of people's homes. I'm surprised by that. But I don't know, maybe bribery is probably something to do with it, right? I don't see why you would, otherwise bring something in and test it. You would want to make sure that it was the same, right, or equivalent of the product that was specified in the building contracts, right? So you would need to have testing done to verify that, right? So, yeah, I don't know, man. I would also be putting the general contractors on the hook for that as well, right? You know, not looking into the specs of the products they're furnishing, right? So, you know, and then unless they were falsified, right? Which is another possibility too. Scary stuff though, and man, you know, you never know, like, whose life is going to be affected by what you're doing, right? By your installations, your choices, right? Oh man. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah, I know. Like, I would almost. That's exactly right. Like, if it was seriously that bad, right? Like, your wood, everything would be contaminated, right? Like, it would just, you'd want to just tear it down and start fresh. It's crazy. And then what happens, like, in a fire? What kind of extra, like, chemicals or gases come off of it when in a fire, right? Like, man, oh man, that's scary stuff. It's scary stuff. So yeah, we hopefully learned from that, right? And we don't do that anymore, right? Bring in materials without testing. Wow, that's crazy, Paul. Thanks for bringing that up. I don't, because that didn't hit us here that I remember. I never heard anything like that. I always hear about cheap products from China though. They definitely don't have the same standards as we do. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm always weary of product that comes from China. And no offense to China, I'm sorry. It's just, you know, maybe it is a little bit of an offense, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, you know, I think we should be, if you're selling outside of your country, okay, it's your responsibility to make sure the product is the same specifications as local product. Okay, that's a responsibility of that business. Okay, it's awful. Everyone has a role in this, right? Lowe's had a class action lawsuit against them for selling it. Yeah, right. That's right, man. You have to make sure your product is as advertised. Okay, like that, and that's what I mean. Okay, builder, like, jobs. You don't just walk into a freaking store and buy. Oh, I need drywall. I need this and I need that. You don't just walk into a store and buy it, right? It's specified. Okay, there's a document. There's the drawings and the specifications for the building that you're doing, the house that you're doing, even. Okay, it has been specified by engineers and architects of what product you have to use. Okay, you can't just pick out of the, you know, you can't just go and figure it out, pick any old product. Okay, it's specified. So It's crazy. There's a crazy liability here because in the contract, the contractor has to make sure that every product is as specified, right? So, you know, if the store is saying this is the specs for this product and they're incorrect, right? That's a big deal, right? That's a big deal. So they don't care. Yeah, right? I just mentioned not using Chinese drywall, but what happens? Craziness, right? Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, that's sad but true, man. It's sad but true. So yeah, just wanted to check some of the Bailey Metal products. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, they're coming out with all kinds of cool stuff. Right? Like let's look at here, right? So the structural stud. They got every stud, but you know. Oh, cool. Let's check this out. Excellent. Yeah. Great literature. Okay. Oh, yeah. Look at this diagram here, man. These are great. Here, this is great stuff. Here, let's check this out. So, Bailey Metal Products here is a good resource, guys, for steel stud. Right? Look at this here. Axial load-bearing wall. Right? Here's the detail. Okay. You see that? Yeah, it's showing you exactly how to build it. Right on. And this that'll be metal strapping. Okay, like literally like 4 inches wide metal strapping. Probably what this is. But yeah, check this out here. So Bailey stud to Bailey patented punch track. So whatever, eh? But like, look at that. So that's really good stuff, guys. Like I don't know, Bailey track reinforcing. I don't know what all this stuff is. I've never seen that. Right? Never seen that. No. But there's some weird stuff in here. But you can see it. Look at your corner. Right? There's a corner with an extra stud. This is going to be a hard corner inside, right? So the 3 studs in a corner gives you a hard inside corner. There's the clips we were talking about, and look, they put them on the outside of the track, which is really weird. Might be a different type of clip because these clips we put on the inside so that it catches the flat and doesn't wobble, right? But worth checking out. That's you know, it is what it is. Interesting. I wanted to, like, they have a specific stud for building decks, right? Right. This is their Bailey True Deck system. Let's see here. Build a deck that lasts a lifetime. Oh, here. Oh, listen here. Hold on. I missed a bunch of stuff in the chat. Sorry. 1 second here. Even one sheet on a repair can ruin the entire home. Yeah. China made a little mistake. It was supposed to off-gas cyanide and not sulfur. Oh, God. What people use for metal stud drywall? What people use for metal stud drywall? What do you mean? Okay, so hey Chris, do you like maple syrup? Only reason I ask, I make fresh maple syrup straight from the tree, and whoa, you do? I love maple syrup. Sure, of course. We've made it. Don't want to come off wrong. No, that's great, man. No, that's cool. I should send you some Alberta beef. Hey, we'll trade maple syrup for Alberta beef. Right on. That's so cool. So corporation are in to make as much as possible, yeah, and do a risk assessment. If the profit higher than the potential amount they are going to be sued for, they'll go for it. Oh yeah, right. That's awful, but true. Risk assessment, yeah. Maybe, but true. Zaphael, China, yeah. And then the baby formula. Baby formula, and it was killing babies in China. That's awful, man. And then it can corrode all the fasteners and wiring. Is amazing. I can't believe that it could do that. That is wild. That it does so much damage. What type of drywall people use for metal stud? Yeah. Okay. So yeah. That's what well, depending on the system, right? There's all kinds of drywall, right? You have standard drywall. You have type X. You have type C. You got abuse board, you got cement board, and like I'm saying again, mold boards, dense boards, you got all kinds of drywall. It just all depends on what you're drywalling and what's specified for the job. That's what I mean. There's always if you're doing a job for somebody, there's always going to be instructions for the job, you know, unless you're doing home residential renovation or something, maybe not, but I would say 99.9% of the time you're going to have drawings, instructions from somebody on what to furnish. Okay. That's important to know, right? And then if you're doing something for a homeowner or a client specifically directly, right, and you're the professional, you're gonna have to know, okay, I need mold board, and you need to know the code at least, right? You need to at least follow code. So there's always some sort of guideline to follow, right? So that's how you determine what type of drywall to use. Is by if you don't actually physically have the drawings and specifications for a job, then look at the code, see what the code requires for that installation, right? Let's see here. Yeah, so and they have some pretty cool product. The Calm Slab I've worked with. Shaft walls. Okay, so in oh, that doesn't really show anything. There's some pretty neat stuff in like for shafts and stuff like that, right? They're in these big buildings. Okay, there's always going to be duct runs, and there's the shaft wall system that's like an inch thick of the dense glass stuff that's like inch thick, and the studs you can frame in drywall. Okay, you put a stud in and you put a one of these, they're like 2 feet wide, I think, right? You put one of these dense panels in, and then you push the stud up, right? Put another panel in, push the stud up, screw it in, and you go all the way around. But you can drywall it as you go inside's drywall, right? And they got these these flanges on the front so that the seams are covered, right? It's amazing system. Oh yeah, look at all the I didn't see look at it. They got all the flashings and everything. Well, that's awesome, right? All kinds of different flashing there. Yeah, this con slab is really neat. Fast track construction. So yeah, this con slab stuff, this fast track, whatever, it's awesome stuff, right? Because a lot of jobs you use concrete, right? You Q deck and concrete. Well, these are like bigger, like valleys for the concrete, like than the normal Q deck. Q deck would be like here. These ones are bigger, right? Big. You can see the, you know what I mean, like the grooves or whatever you want to call them. And the concrete pours right on here, eh? And it flattens it all and makes it all strong, and the ends are all capped with steel, right? It's a really good system. It's a really good system, really strong. And you can see like the end caps, right? These end caps, it's awesome. It's a good system. But, well, guys, I'm going to start winding it down, man. Good talk today, though. Good talk, man. We covered a lot of cool stuff. Didn't we, eh? Huh? Yeah, man. Right on, boys. A good start to the week. I'll be live again, of course, tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. We can do whatever, man. I'll figure it out. We can do a quick Q&A or something like that. I might come across something in the news, you know. We'll figure something out, and I'll be live again tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Same bad time, same bad place. Well, not the same bad time, I guess. Same bad time as Monday, right? So, awesome, dudes. So cool to see everybody in the house today. Zaphael, Paul Petroltube, thank you so much, man. I'll reach out to you on Twitter. We'll schedule something. That's fantastic. It'll be great to have you on and talk shop. I think that, like I was saying to Paul, it would be cool to... It's always good for the trades to talk to each other, especially drywallers and tapers. Okay, and drywallers and framers. Okay, framers need to pay attention to the drywallers, what their needs are. Okay, and the drywallers need to pay attention to what the tapers' needs are. It's just a courtesy thing, and the more you talk to the other trade and find out what they want, right, then that's a good thing, right? It's a good thing. Trust me. So that's what we're gonna be talking about, what drywallers and framers need to know from a taper's perspective. All right, guys. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for coming. Oh yeah, we hit 3,000 subscribers the other day, guys. So we're over 3,000 subscribers. Another milestone in the bag. Like I was saying, over 30,000 channel views a month now. It's going good. It's going good. So we have some momentum here. I think it's gonna be good going forward, guys. Lots of new content to come. I'm going to be reaching out this week to the Steel Buddy. Like I said, I want to try to get into something for the winter and document steel stud framing over the winter. And yeah, dudes, and build the studio, get the studio done, right? So we can be live in the studio building. You know, somebody wants to know, hey man, how do I use the chop saw, right? I'll show you right now. Okay, I'll pull out the chop saw. We'll show you how to use it right there live. Okay, how do I clean a 351? Well, let me show you, right? How do I build this? Okay, I'll show you. I'll build it right here. I'll build a little mock-up for you. We'll do it, right? That's what I want for the future. Okay, that's what I'm building since the start of this channel. That's been my vision. Okay, so live teaching how to metal stud drywall live. All right, guys. But yeah, thanks for coming, man. Coming up in studio, me Dibble. We gotta reach out. We gotta talk to each other too, me Dibs. We gotta figure out how to get you the money, buddy. Yeah. Zaphael, Toolman Makita, Don the General. Right on, man. Good stuff. Awesome, man. Awesome. Toolman Makita. Yeah, you know it. Beautiful, man. Beautiful. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, Sammy. Yeah, bro. What's up, man? I've been editing the funniest thing ever. Awesome, dude. Awesome, man. How do you use a chop saw? Keep your fingers out of the way. Yeah. There is. I know, Konaman. I know, right? I want to do live from everywhere. Right, that's the other thing. Okay, once the studio, another system I want to build is called an IRL, where in real life bag. Okay, in real life, okay, it's an IRL live streaming bag. Okay, that I can go live from site or a distributor or a supplier somewhere. Okay, I can go live from anywhere with good quality of a good quality stream, because going live from my phone is kind of lame, right? Because I can get max 720 and it looks more like 480, right? So it's really low quality picture, and I don't like it. Very pixelated, very hard to see what I'm doing, you know. But I work with what I got, but yeah, that is the goal, to get this IRL bag together. So awesome, new live stream. That means you're going to be going live again. Right on, man. I'm excited to hear that. Yeah, how to make your AK-47 fully automatic. Show you right now. Yeah, right? That's too funny, man. Awesome, guys. You guys have a great, fantastic, wonderful day. I'm going to talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming. Bye, guys.
Well, screw you guys, I'm going home.